Hello again. It should be working now, hopefully. I'll just make sure before I start the meeting. Okay, now it should be correct. I probably set up something wrong in the first try. Anyway, so since last time, okay. Since last time wait. Mated some of this shot. So this is the animatic, but this is the animation. Morning. How are you? You're up early. I'm still not quite sure how I will work with the moving of the camera. But well, let's see. Let's worry about animating the character first, right? This is quite a long shot, so there is time to think about those things later. I still intend to think about coloring this project, but I honestly don't know yet how things will be. So he attacked, and now okay. So the attack, and then they should jump to the left here. Okay, that's the plan. Okay, so I want their head to kind of stay in place and the body to just move here. So they will just end up facing this direction where the leaf is or will be. So this will start to move like here. And this leg will start rotating. Well, this leg will actually leave the floor. Not in this frame, at least. Yeah, something like that. They will probably start to actually be looking more to the right already. But we still don't see their face, so this arm can start to okay, maybe okay, this arm could be higher still, but going backwards here, so something like this. Let me erase this line. No, here. Okay, I think it makes sense. The chest is rotating like this. So he can turn the head through. And here, okay, so here we already have the hair on the back, but we probably still can see a little of this, like here-ish. And the other side, it's probably just back, yeah. Yeah, I think that works. I think this is not correct. Okay, so the hoodie. Maybe it could be a little longer, right? Something like this. Let me raise a little this line. And the short. Okay, I think this works. I forgot the other hand, right? No, I will make the sword still go up a little, like here. Okay, let's see how things go. No, I think it could still be more like here. Okay, perfect. That's how it will be. And no. Okay. Something like this. So let's just make this circle for the head so it keeps the same proportions. Again, their body will be moving to the left. They will probably... I don't know if I make them jump. I mean, this... Okay, this leg, this foot will have to actually go there, but this one maybe could stay on the floor and just rotate a little without leaving the floor necessarily. Maybe it's moving a little too much. Yeah, okay. Okay, something like that. I think it could be okay. Something like this. So this leg will start to move backwards here. And this one will stay in place, but will rotate a little. No. It's more flat because it's touching the floor. And there you can see the beginning of the thumb. Okay, I think something like that will work. And here we already can see a little of his face. Okay, their elbow will start to go down. Let me see what was the idea of the final position. Okay. I mean, I don't need really to follow that, but just to have some idea, right? So here is the hand, and the other hand will actually, I mean, it could be kind of here. It could be moving slower than the rest of the body, because it will stay in front of the body in the end, right? Actually, it will be more around here. So we have this sleeve here, and it will probably just not appear because of the other sleeve. Yeah, okay. And we will actually still have the sword here. More or less in this direction. Okay, I think it will work. So the hair, I think it will still be kind of moving in that direction because they're going up. And we'll start to be able to see this part of the hair. The ear. Yep, something like that. Okay, no, this is not working. It will be still a little more hidden here. Yeah, perfect. And then the hoodie. Let me erase my guidelines here. And I always have a hard time deciding remembering which leg is the one in front and the one in back. But this one is in the front. Mm-hmm. Actually, that one's in the back. Yep. Next frame. Let's draw everything again, because that's how animation works. Making the head. No, actually this could stay up. Mm-hmm. Okay. So they're still moving in this direction here. There's still, this is the F position. Actually, this could be a little longer. Yep. I can still leave that foot kind of in place, the same place. But it will be rotated like this. And this other leg is going backwards. Yeah, it will work. Okay, so I can start moving this arm in this direction. And the other one. Both hands will be kind of close by, but I don't think that's a problem. Because it's just one frame, the next one it will be different already. Okay, so here we'll actually have kind of perspective. It's around here. Yeah, it's around here. And we will have the ear around here. But we'll have hair in front. So something like this. Oh wait, I'll try this again. Actually make them smiling because they are having fun fighting the leaf, right? I would have fun at least. Okay, so because they are still moving, the head is still moving up, but it's slowing down, so the hair will try to keep going up, and something like this will happen, right? Maybe not so much here because of the follow through, and the same will happen to this part of the hair. Now this seems sad. I want this eyebrow line more curved. Yep, something like that. This part of the hair start going forward. And the same inertia thing will happen to this part of the hair. Okay, the sword is on that hand, still pointing kind of the same direction. Try to keep the proportions. Okay, to the neck. This arm here will be simple too. Hiding most of the other arm, but it's okay. Um, for the legs, these should be in front. Maybe something like this. Um, hmm. Yes. Okay, I can still see a little bit of that leg behind. Yeah, okay. Let's see how it's looking. Okay, it's looking good. It's working. Who would have guessed? Mm, okay, let's draw another frame. I don't know if you can hear the noises of building. Bom dia. Mm, okay, so this is the F position, and they start going down around here. Thank you. I'm liking the results too. I mean, it looks like a simple movement, but making the character turn around in 3D, in 2D, is not so easy. Uh, there's to be going backwards here. Um, would the foot be on the floor already? Yeah, probably closer to that. Maybe, yeah. So open. This can be more like here. And that one would be closer to the floor. But still not touching the floor. Okay, maybe I'm still not sure what to do here. Um, okay, I think this makes more sense actually. Okay, if it doesn't work, we can just delete everything and draw over again, right? So we have them looking in this direction. It's kind of exactly the same as the frame before. Maybe I can just cheat and lower it a little bit. Yeah, it should work. Their eyes around here. I'm happy. That's what we want. Happy people, right? Not necessarily, but anyway. Um, this part of the hair will be going backwards. Okay, let me take a look. Yeah. It will work, right? Um, this could be a little more delayed too. And this could start to move back down. It's not so big. Okay, there we go. The same here. It always looks so bad when I draw the hair like this, but in the motion it seems to work, so I think I'll keep doing that. I'll stop a little to drink some water here. Okay. Okay, I was working the hair, right? I have the impression that the hair on the other side could actually start to appear a little. Maybe even here. And this part is already going down. Mm, yeah, I think something like this will work. Yep. I always click the wrong button. Okay. So this arm will still be going back here. And this sword will still be in front. Could actually kind of stay in place almost. I'm still impressed that I can keep the keep the proportions of the sword working, right? Kind of. Let me fix this one now that I'm talking about this. Okay. And here it could start to go down again. Maybe everything is going down at the same time and it will be a problem in the future. But for now it's working. Okay. Um, Let me just draw this real fast. Yep. Yeah, something like that. The shoulder is a little strange here. We have the hoodie. And that sleeve will just... Yeah, I don't think we can see a lot. Okay. And these legs in the front. It's going back a lot, so I think the short will be more delayed here. The bottom part. Let me raise this little. And we start to be able to see the other side here. But it could be a little longer than this. And also that one. Okay, it's looking cute. At least cute we have. And they will be going down a little more. And backwards still. What's the idea after that? They'll jump and attack again. Okay. Okay. I could fix this thing here. Okay, good enough. They will start to curve back a little, and maybe they could go a little lower because they are going down to actually create energy to be able to jump forward, right? So maybe exaggerate here a little, and the next frame will still be going down. So in the other frame will jump. And I think it will be a little delayed from the animatic, but I think it will look better. So let's see how things go. I normally think I'm like, oh, I'm animating for, I don't know, 10 minutes now, and now it has been 40. So, oh god, time flies. Especially when we are having fun, right? Okay. I still need to practice drawing characters in perspective in this style, but I eventually I'll get there, right? If I have to draw the character like 100 times in the same shot. Okay, just 50 times. 54 in this case. But anyway, we'll get there. Let me see. So now this, of course they're getting speed, they're still not touching the floor here. So, I mean from this frame to this frame. Okay, they're going down, so the knee will be a little forward here. Not really, because the foot was not on the floor. The foot will be on the floor here. And then you kind of stay in place. And this foot will be on the floor properly. Um, Let me see how I'm going to draw this. I can have actually like separation here to show the perspective thing. And just have a mark to show the thumb from the rest of the foot. But it could be a little backwards a little. Okay. Now we just connect the dots and that's done. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. So we have this arm here that will be going back still, but this will be higher. No, no, no. Maybe this could just kind of be still here. Maybe we can get some space here to make the silhouette look nicer, but it should work. And keep the hand kind of in place. And the sword point in the same direction. Yeah, this should be a little bigger. There we go. Okay, but now we have another problem that it's this one should be a little like this. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we have the eye here. Face is working. Okay, so they're going down. I think this part could just be up like this. And actually, the what's the name of this? Banks? Could be something like that. Okay. We can see a little of the ear here. Okay. This part was already moving forward, so it will just keep the momentum, even if yeah, maybe the tip will still be going up. So we have the effect of them moving down here, right? And this one should just keep kind of in the same place. I think this will kind of keep the same idea, just moving down. The tip could be a little higher right here. Okay, so now we draw the whole hoodie all over again, like we always do in every frame. Here we have this leaf. Oh, nice. There is some negative space here. If I eventually add color to this project, it will probably be able to help the silhouette. Um, okay, something like that. Uh, and then this, actually let me draw this first because it's in prompt, right? Try to keep the negative space here. Um, yeah, okay, this, no, here. Okay, nice. And then the short can actually go backwards here. Because of the momentum, and this one will kind of just stay there. Let me raise this line a little. It's not helping me anymore. And also this one. Okay. Nice. Okay, it's working. Okay, I'll draw one more frame, and that's it for this morning. Um, I mean, I still have to work later, so yeah, multiple jobs. I have the impression this is not round anymore. Now that I'm trying to draw it over again. Okay, good enough. Um, let's see. So this is the probably the down position. Uh, sorry, I need to fix this. I keep going from frame to frame, and then I see the mistakes I did in the past. And since animation, we can actually move through time. We can fix the past, right? Advantages of animation. So okay, this will be the down position. They have, or maybe not exactly down. Yeah, probably yeah. Let's see. Maybe I could just delete the head a little. No, no, it will work. This will be the down, hopefully. So down they will be like here. They're already starting to move forward to jump, but they will be more like this. And this lecture will be more forward. Maybe they already starting to take their food from the ground. Oh, like a cat ready to jump. Okay. Um, this arm could be actually higher here. No, no, it's not. No, no, no. Terrible idea. But I could actually make these. Wait. Yeah, yeah, okay. I actually could change this sword here. Um, yeah, because they are moving here, and they need to, when they jump, they will raise the sword to try to hit the leaf. So it should be lower, like here, right? So they take momentum to start the movement. Um, so I think here we can start to lower this sword, and I'll do this the cheating version, and then here it will be even lower. Hmm. Okay, it will work because we don't need to be that lower yet. Here, perfect position. Okay, so I'll just try to fix a little this thing here. This one is working already, so yeah. So then when they jump, this arm will be backward a little, or will be falling through a little, and the rest of the body will be like here. The sword will still be down here, and then the next frame they will be still going up, but the sword will go faster. I think that's the idea. Let's see if things work. Again, if it doesn't work, we just need to animate it again, right? Not so much work. And it's still fun, so okay, they will still be looking a little upwards because I imagine the leaf is there. I hope it works, but in any case, we'll make it work. Let me draw the shape of the face first. I'll open their mouth. Starting to smile here. I have the impression this is a little too big. So here. Okay, and so let's work on the hair. Because it's always fun to animate the hair. So we have that sprout on his head. Um, This will still be dragging behind. This will start to get to the position where it should be. And then we have, okay, so this is still going backwards, I think. But this part is forward. Okay. And we can see the ear. Okay, working. This will start to. Yeah, sometimes I need to focus and I forget to speak. Yeah, okay, it seems to be working. I will delay this forward a little bit in this frame. And in this one, it will still be a little delayed too. Just to give an impression here. Okay. Um, Now it's just drawing the clouds and stuff. I don't think there are other stuff here, right? Just the cloth. Well, I'm drawing the rest. It's like those tutorials where you draw a circle and then you draw everything else. Let me try to keep the idea we had before, right? The folds here. Okay, there is this thing here. Let me erase this, that won't help me anymore. No, too much. Yeah, okay. No, I want to erase this, not draw it more. And this will be okay. Nice. So next time we just start with attack. Attack. Let me see how it will be looking like. Let me just fix the timing of this thing. It's not so wrong, the timing that I did there. Let me take a look. Yeah, but I'll need some more frames there. Maybe this scene will be a little longer than I expected. But it will work out. And it's been fun to animate it, so I can't complain. Anyway, that was it for today. I hope everybody who watched it and commented enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And I'll see